Hello, my name is Jeff. I'm a retired scientist and a member of Scientist Rebellion. I'm sure many of you have heard plenty of the whack-a-mole stories regarding climate change that keep popping up on a daily basis. Stories like volcanoes emit more CO2 than humans do every year, or making electric cars and batteries use more fossil fuel than will ever be saved over the life of the car. Fossil fuels guarantee our energy security and raise the standard of living for underdeveloped countries. China and India are doing nothing about their CO2. Why should we? And on every day another story pops up. For the sake of the entire scientific community, I would now like to respond to these stories. Stop it! Oh my God! This is ridiculous! This is baloney! Don't believe this stuff! Ah! Here's the thing though. These stories are BS, and scientists have been pleading with our leaders and societies around the world for a long time to simply listen to us. In some ways, the story is simple. If you build a greenhouse, glass plate by glass plate, sooner or later it's finally closed. At that point, you need to ventilate that greenhouse in the summer or cover some of the glass, or that greenhouse will get hotter than hell and everything dies. This is pretty basic stuff, and the Earth is no different. It's just physics. We need to stop adding panes of glass, CO2 in this case, to the atmosphere as soon as possible. But this message is constantly getting choked off or drowned in whack-a-mole stories. How is this happening? Well, humans are complicated beasts. We don't like change very much, and we certainly don't like to feel like our lifestyle might be harming the world that our kids are going to inherit, or that we are somehow morally bad actors for living the way we have been. We do like to feel like we belong to something, a valued member of a community, or a tribe, or a family. Evolution has favored those who form strong tribes and believe the stories our leaders tell us. Marching in step makes us feel safe and content. But here's where we get into trouble. It feels really good to hear the stories or make up stories that reinforce our own beliefs. We belong, we are affirmed, our opinion kicks ass. And after that, it's, I can't hear you, blah, 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 blah. But there's something that needs to break through. Take those hands off your ears. We need to be hyper-rational about climate right now. Hyper-rational. Because we're at a fork in our evolutionary road, and Google Maps isn't going to help us. We need to think more and challenge our beliefs more. When we do, we'll find that there are people making a lot of money off of fossil fuels, and they want to keep doing so. Their devotion to money and power has even outstripped their devotion to life on Earth, which is hard to believe since their own kids and grandkids are going to inherit a hellhole just like ours if they continue. But on they go, helping invent and propagate the whack-a-mole stories through their specialized media and surrogates that keep us fighting with each other, or at least justifying our complacency. The more we fight each other, the more our instincts get riled up, and the less we pay attention to science. Business as usual will keep the cash flowing, and the oligarchs will get to keep oligarching, if that's a thing. But the Earth will be changed for the worse, and I mean a lot worse. This is one branch in the road we really shouldn't take. However, the other branch in the road also represents a fight. But it's a fight for life, all life. We let go of some of our old stories and we think our way along this road. Then we try stuff. Renewable energy powering transportation systems, industrial systems, home comfort systems. Renewable energy deployed into underdeveloped economies so that they have long-lived, non-polluting energy. If you want energy security, both here and abroad, you can't get much more secure than cheap, self-renewing energy. But make no mistake, as good as this sounds, this branch in the road will be a warlike effort. Disasters will happen, mistakes will be made, people will need retraining and may have to move their households, and we will all have to sacrifice something. It's going to be messy, but as any good scientist will tell you, everything depends on the trends, not the blips and bumps along the way. For sure those suck, but we can help each other get through. We've got to hire leaders that understand this and can help us navigate along this path. We're totally screwed if we don't get beyond our instincts, our psychological avoidance, our entrenched self-image, and our clinging to the status quo. In the end, wouldn't you rather tell your grandkids that you did everything you could to leave them a working, living world? Believe science. We've got a chance.